Hey everybody, it's Gerald Rogers, founder of the Prosperity Tribe and Live Big Breakthrough Process, where we assist entrepreneurs to get the results they want while living their purpose, making more money, and having more fun. I'm excited because today I'm just going to go through a really quick training, so I hope you just take some time. But understand what I will be sharing today has the power to change your life. And I do not exaggerate at all. When you live and apply this one principle, it will change everything. If the only thing that you did different in 2012 versus 2011 was implement this one single principle, then everything would change for you. And watch, like I'm sincerely mean it when I say this alone can double or triple your income. But more than that, your satisfaction, your joy, just the health and abundance and the wellness of your life. So are you interested in knowing what it is? Oh, come on. Are you interested? Do you want to know what this is? I can't hear you. Do you want to know what All right, so I get it. You want to know, otherwise you would have turned me off and say, "Ah, I can't take any more of this crazy Gerald." But I wanted to kind of build it up like that because it really is so important, and it's changed my life dramatically. And it's going to be so simple that after I tell you that, you're going to be like, that's it? Yes, that's it. It's really simple, it's really easy, and most importantly, it will change your life. So this is what it is. It is called bum 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 bum. Drum roll, please. La 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 la. Okay. Wow. Uh-huh. All right, so you really want to know? Oh, come on, really? Okay. All right, here it is. Dun dun dun. Drum roll, please. The Power Hour. Yes, the Power Hour. The Power Hour single-handedly will transform your life when you commit to doing it on a daily basis and using it as a practice for excellence in your life, a practice that will assist you in being the best. So let's talk about what is the Power Hour, why is it so important, and how come it is such a fundamental key in getting the results that you want, and why is it that top producers all have some version of this Power Hour in their life. So the Power Hour, really, before we begin, is something I want you to consider as a gift to you, a gift in your life. Don't you like gifts? Then why don't you give yourself more gifts? You deserve them, don't you? Yes, you do. You deserve these gifts. You deserve to be nurtured, to be loved, to be treated well. But so often we get stuck in this cycle of life and of living, and we just get caught in with all of these to-dos, and we be so busy. I don't have time. I don't have time for this. I don't have time, right? And so we get stuck in this little place we call Someday Isle, right? That little resort vacation where nothing gets done and where people stay and are doomed to mediocrity. All right, obviously I'm being a little facetious here, but you get my point, right? People get stuck on Someday Isle and they say, someday I'll start, doing the things I want, or someday I'll start spending the time with my people, or someday I'll start exercising. And what happens? Someday becomes never. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? You've heard that. And at the same time, it's true. I mean, what are the things that you've known that you should be doing in your life that you just haven't done? And how has that costed you? What's been the effect in your life? So right now, I want you to tune in to giving yourself a gift and just understand it's okay. It's okay for you to love yourself. In fact, it's required for you to get the results you want and to have the fulfillment that you deserve. So the Power Hour really consists of a couple components. I want you to kind of envision in your mind what it would be like if you woke up early in the morning just so excited about life because, woo! I can't wait because today is my day and I get to create some amazing things. What would it be like for you if you decided that every day you were going to wake up with that fire, with that passion, with that desire? And this is something that can be the catalyst for that. Because really, more than anything, this should be a nurturing and fulfilling time for you. So you wake up. Picture yourself in your mind. You wake up. I get to do my Power Hour! Woohoo! And you get all excited. So what does the Power Hour actually consist of? So there's a couple different components. The first component Once again, going back to two things that we talked about in what it requires to be the best. Number one, you have to have the core foundation of beliefs. Number two, you have to have energy and this fulfillment. You have to have this engagement. Number three, you have to have the ability to have systems in your life that support you in growth. And you've got to be able to inspire and lead a team. But the first key is this energy. So in order to have energy, you need to exercise. You know, and I kind of don't like the word exercise. And here's why. There's so much of a negative connotation. It's kind of become a heavy word for us, exercise. And so instead of exercise, I want to be like energize. Energize is what you're doing, and that's really what your focus should be. And so as you begin the day, the goal is to get your body, which is nothing more than this elaborate energy system. It's just all these little neurons and electrons all orbited and held together in this strange thing that we call a body in the form of cells and organs and all of these crazy stuff that's going on to make this happen, right? Unbelievable. But when you wake up in the morning, is your energy high or is it low? Obviously, your body's been stagnant. It's been resting. It's been renewing itself for a long time. That's another key to being successful as an entrepreneur, is to make sure that you get plenty of rest. All right. But so here you are. You've been resting. Your body, your energy is still. And in order for you to all of a sudden explode and start getting the results you want, you've got to get those cells. You got to get that blood flowing and moving. And so this energizing portion of the day becomes really critical. So just once again, imagine you wake up, yay, power hour time. And you just wake up, and the very first thing, don't think, just move, right? And just start moving. Get on your shoes, even if you have to put on your shoes before you go. That was terrible. Like, here I am talking about health and energy, and that was disgusting. Forgive me. But I'm going to keep on running, and I will not edit that out. Watch, you're watching this right now because I did not edit it out, because I believe everything should be raw and authentic, even when I hack as I'm giving the presentation. All right. So you wake up in the morning, maybe you cough a little bit, whatever it is, but you say, and you just get up and you start moving, and you've got your shoes laid out, you've got your mind, and the night before, even before you went to bed, you say, I'm going to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to do this exercise. And so your goal with exercise is you want to raise your heart rate. You want to get moving. You want your heart rate to beat at 70% of capacity for about 15 minutes. This is how you build your cardiovascular strength and energy. And this is really kind of a core level for increasing your overall energy. And just spending 15 minutes at least. And then you'll decide, oh my gosh, you get so intoxicated by that, then all of a sudden it's 30 minutes or an hour or however long. But making sure that you don't overexert yourself. Don't make it terribly painful. Just really enjoy that time and go jogging, go running, go get on your bike, and just really allow yourself to feel totally alive and totally present. All right, so that's the first key, is to exercise. Can you do that? Nod your head and say, I can do that. And maybe you've got some sort of form of exercise already in. But as you're exercising, consider also double tasking. I'm not a believer in multitasking, except for when it comes to things like exercise, because exercise can be kind of a mindless thing as you're out running, but use that as education time to really listen to powerful, meaningful, engaging information about life, and just kind of make that a sponge area, because your mind is really receptive right when you wake up. So that's the first thing. You engage in meaningful energize. Next key, and I'm just going to share with you what I do, but obviously you can design your power hour in a way that fulfills you. And maybe it's not even power hour. Maybe it's 30 minutes that just kind of excite you and just fulfill you. Maybe it's just 15 minutes, and that's all you can get in a specific day. But do something and give yourself this gift. All right, so number 2, one of the things that I focus on is gratitude. And once again, when you come to the Best Year Yet event, I've got some phenomenal training that I'm going to do on these different principles, and it will just blow your mind. It's just so phenomenal. And you'll be able to see, boom, in an instant, once you begin focusing on things that have meaning and value in your life and focus on gratitude, it will shift everything. And when you really think about it, the number one secret for happiness, for fulfillment, for joy in your life is gratitude, isn't it? I mean, when you are truly experiencing gratitude, can you even be depressed? No, because when you're depressed, you're thinking about what? You're thinking about everything that sucks in your life. And so this becomes such a core key, is to, what am I really thankful for? What am I so grateful? And just kind of begin this process of thinking, I'm so grateful for my body, for my health, for my mind, for my heart, for my hands through which I can serve, through my legs. I'm so grateful that today I have this opportunity to meet some interesting people and do some wonderful things, and that I have work and I have a home and I have a family and I've got amazing kids. So for you, just really getting clear, when you focus on these things of gratitude, then all of a sudden it opens you up to the universe to say, wow, we have a welcome recipient of all the gratitude. Please give him more, right? This abundance factor, like we attract that which we are. And so when we focus on gratitude, it opens us up and prepares us to receive more in our life. So that becomes really critical that you have that process. And for me, I listen to some beautiful music as I do that, and it just really kind of puts me in an unbelievable state. The next thing I do is connection or prayer. And obviously, you get to decide what that looks like for you. But this becomes the opportunity for me to really kind of connect to God and say, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for my life. And this is some areas where I just really need some assistance. This is where I need some help, both in my business and my family. These are some things I want to learn. Please help me. And it's okay to ask. It's okay to ask. It's okay to ask from other people, and it's okay to ask from God, who has this deep desire to change your life and to assist you in living the most abundant and joyful life possible. Wouldn't you agree? Right? So you decide what that looks like in your life. But that becomes like a really, once again, powerful process for me. And then the last part that I do personally is a part where I am reinforcing the beliefs that I want to have in my life. So the beliefs of, I'm so grateful for who I am. I am a powerful, loving, inspiring man. I am, and you just go through a process of really anchoring in the new beliefs that you have of your life. And all of a sudden what happens when you do this effectively, it just reframes and shifts your entire self-perception, your self-image, your self-worth, and everything that comes out of you is going to be based on what you feel is your self-worth and your self-image. So that becomes really critical. And the last part of it, I just said the last part was the last part, but this is the last part. So this is where you step into your visionary, and you start envisioning the future, and you start thinking about your goals and really anchoring, okay, so what is it that I'm committed to creating over the next 6 months? What's my goals for the year? What exactly am I going to do today to make that possible? And you actually create the future in advance. And what happens when you do that in your mind, all of a sudden it becomes natural and instinctive for you to do that as an individual. And just imagine, once again, if you do this on a daily basis, how clear you would get, how confident you would be, and how much you could really anchor in that commitment. So this is the Power Hour. So I want you to really kind of look at this and kind of, now that you've seen what that looks like, you get to design what it looks like for you in your personal life. But if I were to really sincerely promise from the bottom of my heart that if you only did this and changed this and really committed to a daily practice of this, it would change everything in your life. Would you do it? Would you do it beginning tomorrow, beginning today? This is your opportunity to really kind of step up and just kind of track and see what works. What is your unique recipe for success and fulfillment in your life? So this is called what? Yes, this is called the Power Hour. And people ask, well, how often should I do that? Well, only as often as you want to be in power. Only as often as you want to have energy and enthusiasm and excitement as you go throughout the day. As long as you want that, then you should be doing it every day. But if there's some days where you say, I actually want to be pathetic today. I actually want to get less done than I could, and I actually want to have less energy and less presence, and I just pretty much want to suck today, then I recommend you do not do this. And I laugh about that, but it's kind of true, because even I admit that I'm not perfect at doing this every day, and I do notice a massive difference on the days that I don't do it. Like yesterday, for instance. Here I am, I teach this stuff a lot just because I see the difference. Even with my high-level coaching students, I require them to do a power hour just because I know the difference it makes. And sometimes I wake up and I haven't done my productivity planner the night before, and I wake up and it's like, oh, I'm tired, right? So I end up sleeping in till 7 or 7:30, and then I just need to get up, and I've got tasks to do, and I've got things to take care of, and I skip that. And what happens when I miss that? Yes, I suck. I'm way less productive. I'm totally distracted. I'm not really clear in terms of what I'm creating or what I'm doing, and I just become a reactor versus a creator. So I acknowledge that I'm not perfect, and I'm not asking you to be perfect, but I am asking you to be conscious as a creator and say, how do I stand in power every day and to make that happen? Can you do that? Of course you can. And once again, I'm going to extend another invitation to go ahead and get registered for the best year yet. We're going to be going in deep and really kind of teaching you some deeper principles as it relates to creation and how to set your day up to succeed on every day, and what are the specific high performance strategies that you can use to make sure that you're full of this confidence, energy, passion, enthusiasm, clarity, and commitment that will, boom, get you massive, crazy results in 2012. If you're ready for that, go ahead and get registered. I am Gerald Rogers, reminding you, you have one life to live. Live big, and go do your power hour. We'll see you soon.